It's a typical Monday morning in our home. My husband and I both work from home, managing projects and dealing with a constant flow of emails and video calls. Our kids, aged 4 and 5, are already up and full of energy. And the day begins with us trying to find balance of work responsibilities while making sure the kids are entertained and safe. Hello and welcome back to GBRLIFE Insights under the new umbrella of Kaleidoscope Visions. I'm Caitlin, and today we're diving into a topic that resonates with many of us, the balancing act, juggling parenting and personal time. In today's video, I'll share my personal journey of finding balance between being a dedicated parent and carving out time for myself. If you're a parent striving to juggle your responsibilities while still nurturing your own interests and well-being, then you're in the right place. Make sure to keep watching and hit that subscribe button for more tutorials, parenting hacks, reviews, and honest insights like this. Remember, here at GBRLIFE, we drop new content weekly, along with maintaining a vibrant blog, engaging podcast, and our stylish, comfortable clothing line, Mama Koala. Now, let's dive into the story right after our 10-second intro. Let's get started.
Capture tales and text, it's a written quest. Life's pages turn our treasure chest. Ink spills truth, not a bit less. Our blog shines where the heart confess. Yeah,
so that was fun.
The motherhood maze, balancing acts in the life's grand ballet. Stay engaged.
So let me take you back to last Wednesday. It started around 4 a.m. for me. By 6:30 a.m., my husband is up and I'm back home. Yes, I'm logged in and working, just back home now. But now we are trying to get the house ready for the day before the kids wake up. By 7 a.m., our 4-year-old and our 5-year-old are bouncing with energy, demanding breakfast and attention. We whip up some pancakes and toast, trying to keep it simple, but of course there's spilled milk and lots of giggles. By 8 a.m., the real challenge begins. My husband and I both have back-to-back team meetings lined up, reports due, and emails to get into. Although technically I was able to get a few of those before the kids woke up since I'm up at 4, but my husband hasn't. Anyway, we set the kids up, but you know how it goes. Just as I'm about to unmute for my meeting, my 4-year-old runs in with a drawing she's made, beaming with pride. I quickly mute, give her the thumbs up, and try to focus back on the screen. That evening, after the kids were finally asleep, I found myself drained, as working on GBRLIFE is my nighttime. I sat down and thought about how I could find a better balance. I realized that I needed to carve out small moments for myself throughout the day instead of waiting for the perfect time that never seems to come, because my life is full every second of the day. There is no true pause for me. So the next morning, I woke up and made myself a cup of coffee and sat quietly in the kitchen for about 5 minutes instead of rushing out the door as usual, savoring the peace and quiet before the chaos started. It was a small slice of me time, but it felt revolutionary. These moments became my sanctuary, a little retreat amidst the daily whirlwind. So let's talk some practical tips and stories that have helped me find balance. The first thing is learning to prioritize and schedule. One of the first steps was to get organized. I began by making a weekly schedule that included specific blocks of time for my personal activities. Whether it was a workout, a hobby, or simply a relaxing bath, having these moments planned helped ensure that they actually happened. One memorable Saturday morning, I had scheduled a little yoga class for myself. And as I rolled out my mat, my youngest walked in, curious and wanting to join. But instead of getting frustrated, I saw it as an opportunity for us to bond over something new. It turned into a fun, shared experience that we both enjoyed. Which brings me into number 2, learning to delegate. Delegating tasks is a game changer. I used to feel like I had to do everything myself. Well, I kind of still feel that way. But I do realize that asking for help doesn't mean you're failing. One evening, I asked my partner to handle dinner while I took a walk, although he does like to cook and he's much better at it than I am. But it was still a refreshing moment, and it allowed me to return home just recharged and more present with my family. Maybe I should offer him that walk. 3, embracing flexibility. Life with kids is unpredictable, and flexibility is key. It does remind me of a story. When I had planned to work on a blog post, but my daughter came home with a project. Instead of feeling frustrated, I saw it as a chance to be involved in her world. We turned it into fun and a creative evening together. My kids will always be first. Number 4, speaking of kids and family, incorporating family activities. So finding activities that everyone enjoys can also help balance parenting and personal time, like a weekend hike or family game nights, or even cooking together can be both fulfilling and a way to connect. One weekend we decided to have a family bake-off. It was chaos, but hilarious, and it turned out to be one of the best afternoons that we had in a long time. And honestly, my family is always up to something on the weekends. It's rare that we're home because we look at it as a time to go explore something new together. And it's also great inspiration for GBRLIFE. Balancing parenting and personal time is an ongoing journey. There are days when it feels impossible, but that's important to remember that it's about taking care of yourself. And this is not a luxury, it's a necessity. By making small adjustments and setting realistic goals, you can find moments of peace and fulfillment amidst the chaos. Do you have any stories or tips on balancing parenting and personal time? I'd love to hear them. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. That's it for this week. Next week, we'll explore raising resilient kids, encouraging strength and independence, a topic I think about daily. But until then, don't forget to subscribe, click that bell icon so you'll be notified when our next video goes live. And remember, with all of our content on GBRLIFE and our fabulous Mama Koala clothing line, you don't have to be without GBRLIFE in your life. See you next time.